Episode 22, Cheng Qirang sexually harassed Min Hui. Min Hui took care of Xianqi with meals every day, and personally told him to take his medicine on time. Seeing Xianqi working on the hospital bed, Min Hui reminded him to pay attention to rest and take good care of his body before he was busy with work. Xianqi asked Min Hui to sit by his bed and let Min Hui talk with him. Min Hui was very surprised when she heard that her company was about to be sold. Once the company was transferred, all previous efforts were in vain. Xianqi told Min Hui not to worry. Anyway, he was already preparing for the bidding. It was already late. Min Hui wanted to take his son back to rest. Xianqi insisted on Min Hui staying. There was a risk of dying, so he couldn't do it in a hurry, and immediately climbed onto the bed, comforted his father to lie down, and then told him a story by himself. With such a lovely child by his side, Xianqi felt warm in his heart. Min Hui immediately told Chao Mu the news of the transfer of Bayan. Chao Mu was surprised to hear that. No wonder he didn't care about the AI modeling they designed at the beginning, but he paid close attention to the progress of AI modeling during this period. The non-stop promotion process was originally intended to add value to the company's market value through the completion of the project. Chao Mu and Min Hui ran back to the company to confirm this to Mr. He admitted that it was true, and urged Chao Mu and Min Hui to complete the project quickly so as to help the company contribute. Cindy made an appointment with Min Hui on purpose. She likes Quan very much, and also likes Min Hui. Knowing that her younger brother is pursuing Min Hui, she showed her sincerity and secretly told Min Hui about Xianqi's soft-spoken and soft-hearted problems. The two grew up together, and Cindy knew her younger brother very well. When she was a child, she was worried that her adoptive parents would send her to an orphanage, so she always endured it deliberately. Even if her lips turned purple from the pain, she would smile and say that she was in good condition. In the evening, when Min Hui finally got home, Quan and Xianqi rushed over anxiously, smelling alcohol on Min Hui. Xianqi hurriedly asked her who she went drinking with. After thinking about it, maybe it was her sister. Xianqi asked her again. Finally relieved, they all went to sleep. Xianqi invited Min Hui to watch the indoor starry skyscape. The lights dimmed, and there was a blue and shining starry sky above his head. Xianqi confessed to Min Hui that he really likes to be alive now. Seeing his son and Min Hui every day, his heart is very fulfilled. He missed too much before, including Chuan's growth, and he will spare his life in the future so that he can spend more time with these beloved people. Xianqi's confession moved Min Hui very much. Now Xianqi is steady and down-to-earth, much more mature than the boy 5 years ago. Zhou Ruji asked Min Hui to discuss some things. Xianqi became jealous when he heard that Min Hui answered Zhou Ruji's call, and deliberately said that he also had something to go to the hospital. Zhou Ruji and Min Hui were talking about how Yao Zizhu had misunderstood him, and Min Hui suggested that he behave well and see people's hearts over time, and Yao Zizhu could always see his sincerity. Cheng Qirang ran into Min Hui in the hospital, and deliberately said that Hai Chao was going to buy Bayan Company. If she wanted to know more details, she had better go out with him. Bayan Company has cast all Min Hui's painstaking efforts in the past few years, and Min Hui got into Cheng Qirang's car. Seeing this scene in the car, Xianqi immediately asked his assistant to follow him. At the seaside, Cheng Qirang proposed to let Min Hui be his underground lover, so that in the future, after Bayan was acquired, she would keep her original position. It was impossible for Min Hui to agree. Touching, Min Hui screamed in shock at the sudden scene, and then kicked Cheng Qirang hard. Fortunately, Min Hui practiced a few moves, and Cheng Qirang was kicked unconscious and fell to the ground on the spot. When Xianqi found Min Hui, seeing her frightened and Cheng Qirang lying motionless on the ground, Xianqi immediately hugged Min Hui and asked her to leave the rest of the matter to him. Taking Min Hui home, Min Hui talked in Xianqi's arms about the time when she first started working in Haichao. At that time, Cheng Qirang applied for her. We took care of her in every possible way, But one day after work, she called Min Hui to the office and forcibly molested him. Min Hui also kicked him hard like this time, and then ran away, only to be seen by Lin Xia. Later, Min Hui complained to the relevant department of the company about Cheng Qirang's sexual harassment. And Lin Xia agreed to testify for her. Years later, Cheng Qirang is still a jerk. Qi was extremely indignant when he heard the whole story. He would not let Min Hui be bullied in vain. This time, he must let Cheng Qirang suffer.